What's up, guys? Just Inaccurate here, and for once, I won't be the inaccurate one. We're checking out BuzzFeed.
Since I was a child, I've been naturally inquisitive, questioning anything and everything that didn't quite make sense. As I grew, I poured countless hours into a number of conspiracy theories.
Alrighty, guys, seriously? Illuminati? Call me Helen Keller, because I did not see that one coming.
Some of these theories I believe, and some of these theories I don't. But some of them I do. Here I'll be studying the evidence for and against all of history's mysteries, doing the work so you don't have to. But you really should do it on your own, like check sources and all that. Okay.
So you don't have to fact check me because I'm full of shit. But also fact check me but only on the Flat Earth website, obviously, because they're the only people to agree with me.
Today's episode, Flat Earth. A lot of people would have you believe the Earth is round. Well, we'll see.
We have seen. Oh yeah, that's faked, isn't it?
What is the Flat Earth theory?
Let me think. Maybe that the Earth is flat? You know, I couldn't tell because the name is so ambiguous.
The Flat Earth theory posits, there we go, that the Earth is not a globe, as you have come to know it, but is in fact a flat disc-like shape. Let me show you here. It's kind of a lot like this. Yeah. It suggests that the Earth's land masses lie flat. And to better understand this, let's go all the way back to the Bedford level experiment with Samuel Burley Robotham. So let's go to the chalkboard in the Bedford level experiment. Sir Samuel Burley Robotham, don't know if that's how it's pronounced, kicked off this whole flat earth thing with the Bedford level experiment. I'll write it here. Bedford level this is the loudest thing in the world. Experiment. What he did is he started on a long river and he stood here, this is him, with a telescope. Boop, 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 boop. And he had his friend in a boat. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop.
Okay, I'm just wondering, what's with the boop, 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 boop. Is he a robot?
A number of miles down the river. So this was what he was suggesting. Because of the curve of the globe, he shouldn't be able to see his friend after about 6 miles. The top of the sail should have been about 11 feet under his view, but instead, he saw his friend go like more than 6 miles. The whole time, he saw the whole boat and the whole thing just like this. That led him to thinking that Earth is not a globe. Wait.
Okay, now let's fact check him on that one. Wow, I'm so surprised. Samuel Robotham wasn't a sir. Sorry for your sad credibility stunt didn't work. Also, this was the early 1800s, where whites still had slaves, so there were no calculators to check your little friend's math. Didn't it occur to you that maybe the Earth is slightly bigger than the picture on the bottom? Seriously?
Globe. There we go. This is where it gets a little wacky. He published these findings in a book called Earth, Not a Globe.
You good grammar.
Tricky thing is that he published these findings under the name Parallax. Why? I don't know.
Because he's an idiot.
If you think this sounds crazy, it's important to note that a lot of people are actually in the same school of thought as Parallax. Possibly Kyrie Irving, Tila Tequila, and B.O.B.
Well, if 3 people is a lot of people, then, I know quite a bit of people. Anyways, Tila Tequila is a porn star. Kyrie Irving hit his head pretty freaking hard to believe this. And well, B.O.B. is, he's B.O.B.
This is where people kind of hit the wall on the flat earth thing. Where's the edge?
Maybe it doesn't exist because the Earth is round. Maybe? Huh.
Wonderful question. I've got answers. So, to explain, this is essentially what the shape of the flat Earth looks like. And of course, if these are the edges, your next question would be like, well, why haven't we fallen off? Well, that brings me to the ice wall. Using my handy-dandy modeling clay for children, I'm going to explain.
Yeah, you should use children toys, because we won't want you to feel out of your mental age group.
Once you got the land masses, and they're all there.
They are all there, he says. Sorry, what? I'm not a freaking gazetteer, but I'm pretty sure you're missing, Canada, Mexico, Britain, Russia, Australia, and, maybe Japan, that, on this kind of map, would be on the left, further proving that either the Earth is round or Japan is not in Asia. Which one, huh? Russia is in Asia.
They have this ice wall. Now, forgive me for saying flat earthers. I haven't fully made my mind up yet. I really would like to get around this because this is just so cool. And so, this is what they believe it looks like. So you got your Canada, US, Mexico, there's South America in there, and then Russia, the other big old landmass.
Russia is in Asia, not its own separate landmass. This just proves how painfully uninformed you are. I might...
They believe that the Antarctic surrounds the Earth and keeps the water in between the ice mass, just like this. Look at that. These are the principles of the Flat Earth Society. Honestly, seeing it like this, it's not so crazy. We understand the ice walls, we got all that figured out. You might say, what about the seasons? This is the most enjoyable part of the Flat Earth theory. It is actually suggested that the sun spins around the Earth. I'm actually doing the opposite of that, but give me a break, you can figure it out. The seasons changing when the sun is closer and further from the Earth. The Earth stays kind of a fixed number of miles away from the sun.
Sorry, what? You just said that the sun got closer and farther away from the Earth, causing the seasons, and then you turn right back around saying the sun stays a fixed amount of miles away. Here's a question for you. Are you high?
So that's good. So they believe in gravity. So we're good. No, they don't.
You just contradicted yourself again. You're starting to do it so much, I'm almost convinced that you're doing this for ad revenue.
Is a hoax.
Really? Tell me why, anime hero.
In the Flat Earth theory, the tides are not moved by lunar involvement. The tide shifts are connected to a magnet in the center of the Earth. And
you just accidentally admitted that there is a center of the Earth, which means that the Earth is round.
We all stay here, not because of gravity, but because the Earth and the sun are constantly and ever moving upward, like a tower of terror that you can never get off. This brings me to photographs. So you're saying, I've seen photos of the Earth. It looks like a sphere. It's very circular. Why haven't these flat Earth people seen the photos either? Well, they have. But those photos were taken by NASA.
NASA, the evil organization that planned to dominate the flat Earth and the weird sun.
This is a quote pulled from the Flat Earth Society's website. In general, we at the Flat Earth Society do not lend much credibility to photographic evidence. It is too easily manipulated and altered.
Okay, so, I have a question. Where are we in the universe? Like, if we're just keep going up, do we eventually hit a ceiling or what? Also, I'm pretty sure the Flat Earth Society would be against photos that deny the existence of a flat Earth. I honestly, seriously, are you that naive?
That is where...
Wow, breaking news.
Me and them connect. You cannot trust photos. For example, photos of the moon landing. Here's a photo of me.
Right, so in 1969, when the moon landing happened, all that they had to do to fake the moon landing was develop Photoshop 30 years before their time. Either that or get thousands of lasers to focus light so much on one area so that the shadows would elongate, just like it was in the photo. If you were on the moon, the trajectory of the sun rays made the shadows elongate so much that they look like straight lines. The reason they couldn't just put a light is, if they wanted to fake it, is because the light would be too close and the shadows would be distorted.
At NASA, looking like I'm having a great time. Here's a photo of me and my best friend Jeff Goldblum. I've never met him.
Okay, well, you're missing something painfully obvious. This is now. You're doing this now. There was no Photoshop back then, dumbass.
On the whole, the Flat Earth Society doesn't believe anything that NASA says or does. They don't believe that we've ever been to the moon. Me neither. So if they're not going to believe other people's photos, why don't they take their own? Well, they've tried. They don't even know what's underneath the Earth because they can't get outside of this ice wall to get a good pic. They have no idea. One man even tried to shoot himself into the sky to get a good photo of the circle.
Why not just bury into the ground? And, how are we moving upwards all the time? I honestly, I don't know what the science is for this. Wow, okay.
Listen, global warming is going to melt away that ice wall. We're all going to swim out and just fall over like a waterfall. And I, for one, can't wait. But
Okay, so you're suicidal, as long as a complete idiot.
Rainbow always said, don't just take my word for it. Look it up.
Take the idiots on Flat Earth Society's word for it. But don't fact check, because don't fact check. Definitely don't fact check, because I'm absolutely wrong, and I'm just doing this for ad revenue.
So, do the research on your own.
Oh. Wow, guys. That was quite an enlightening. That was a really enlightening video. That just makes me so happy that someone finally believes that the Earth is flat. How about I make an even more plausible conspiracy theory? So, a giant loves TV and pizza, and he was on his back in an IMAX type room where the whole ceiling is a TV. He's watching a Five Nights at Freddy Let's Play. When he gets jump scared, he shits his pants. He's also sick, so his crap is diarrhea, and that forms the oceans. And then he runs out to get some paper towel, and when he does, he drops the pizza. Those form the continents. The diarrhea gets on the remote, and it changes to those boring loop 24-hour day and night things on YouTube. His diarrhea bacteria evolved and eventually crawled onto land. We are in a different time zone because we were a lot smaller, like in that movie Epic, where, I probably shouldn't even put that because I'll probably get copyrighted. Anyways, eventually the giant will come back and clean the carpet, and it will destroy all of us. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, press the like button and subscribe for more quality content. Peace.